Hey YouTube, this is Ronnie, and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys one of the most powerful Pokemon in history. And that includes in the history of hacked Pokemon and stuff like that. So, I did have to buy a power save, which, if you don't know what that is, it's a action replay for 3DS software, for 3DS games. And basically they enable cheats and stuff to modify and change games to your choosing. So I had to do a hack job to this Pokemon, and this Pokemon legitimately only needs one hack in order to make it pretty much godlike. This Pokemon is quite insane. I came up with this idea as for testing purposes back when Generation 5 was around, and that was when Pokemon Black, White, Black 2, and White 2 were around, and fairy types did not exist until Generation 6, when Pokemon X and Y, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, where the fairy type became a thing. And honestly, it kind of disappoints me because my idea just basically got outdated. But this Pokemon is still powerful overall. And I don't care what anyone says, this Pokemon should never ever become an event or whatever. Because if it was, everyone would just completely quit Pokemon. They would just like, nope, I'm done. So, the best part is this Pokemon isn't even a legendary, and it can probably wreck almost every legendary Pokemon. Can't forget about Xerneas. That Pokemon's a fairy type, and that will probably wreck it, but I will show you what I mean. It's the Pokemon Spiritomb, and I made it shiny and Pokerus because I just thought it looked cool. But the ability is the only thing. I'm not trying to say you should go and hack your Pokemon and just go and irritate a lot of people, but if you do, if you want an idea, and I guess I can say this because they sell these hacking tools and like GameStop and whatnot, so I guess it's legal. It's just what you do with it. Like, for example, you can't just start scamming people online. Well, I mean, I guess you could, but just gotta take into consideration that that person might think the Pokemon's a legit Pokemon. Not this Pokemon, obviously, because of the ability Wonder Guard, but, you know, just be considerate. So, with this ability, if you don't know what Wonder Guard is, it makes it only super effective moves can hit. Yeah. Back then, there was no super effective moves against Ghost and Dark. If you have the combination of the two, you are pretty much super effective free. Because fighting type moves and bug type moves were super effective against Dark. Still are. It's just Ghost type makes bug type moves not very effective, thus making it normal damage, and fighting type moves can't hit Ghost type Pokemon because it's just like normal type moves. It just won't go through. So I will demonstrate. Now the only weakness or not really weakness, but to be more correct, is loophole to this is status moves and weather effects, because those will slightly damage it. However, I've prepared a move set for these kind of cases. So we're going to battle a Snorunt, and it is hailing because I am at the Pokemon lead in Pokemon Moon. So, first thing that I would do is use the move Substitute. In case my opponent has like status moves, Substitute will null any status moves that you use. And so, basically, it will... I guess one weakness is if you run out of power points for this move first, actually. See, the point is to make your opponent's Pokemon go to sleep. Just like that. And honestly, one of the items I would give is the, I think it's Wide Lens, where it increases your accuracy. So, you know, it will just increase the probability of giving a Hypnosis. Now, if you really wanted to make this Pokemon overpowered into really hacking it, you can teach it the good old classic Spore, which was one of the most overpowered moves back in Generation 1, I believe. I'm gonna grab something. Back when these games were around. You can tell I love Pokemon, so. Anyways, I guess you could do a hack job, because you can teach a Pokemon any move through hacking and give it any ability. I just thought one hack was good enough for this tutorial. Well, not really tutorial, just sharing my ideas. So this Pokemon is currently asleep. And notice how HP drains because weather and substitute in some cases. In most cases, it would just be substitute because, unless if they're setting up a field for just to damage you slowly, then, that's that. But using Dream Eater. Now, if your opponent's Pokemon is a Dark type, Dream Eater won't work because Psychic type moves don't affect Dark types. But, if you're just, if you know somebody's not using Fairy type Pokemon and you just want to really irritate them and be like, hey, guess what? I can take on your whole team with just one Pokemon. Make sure if you have a power tool, you should be able to access any item. I would recommend hacking PowerPoint Max so you can, you don't run out of PowerPoints, which I have not done yet, but for this video, I just wanted to show you that Pokemon, Spiritomb. Again, let's go through the grass, and oh, it's another Snorunt. Cute. Another alternative to this strategy is Sableye. Sableye and Spiritomb are the two only Pokemon to this day and age that are Ghost and Dark. I could be wrong, but I think they're the only Pokemon that are Ghost and Dark types. So Substitute takes a little bit of HP, but it's totally worth it in the end because, your opponent is not going to touch you. The weather may touch you, but, Pokemon, not so much. Hypnosis, make them sleep. Go to sleep, little Snorunt. So I'm gonna murder you in your sleep. I know that was too bad, but so if you're facing like a level 100 Pokemon, obviously you would get more health by snagging their health away. But it's really just a matter of gaining that HP that you lost through substitution, and then yeah. So there you go. The most broken Pokemon in, I don't know, hacking history. Sounds a little off, but I guess that's the best way to describe it. Because, you can't really get a Wonder Guard Spiritomb or Sableye through normal gameplay. You would have to hack because neither of them can learn. Or have, sorry, why did I say learn? I was thinking of Pokemon moves. Can have the ability Wonder Guard because, one, it would be too overpowered, and two, it's just highly illogical. Like, Shedinja, I get why they gave it Wonder Guard because there's a lot of moves that are super effective against Shedinja, and that's why nobody really uses it. Is because Fire, Flying, Ghost, Dark, and I think that's about it.